Detectives say the murder of Gabriel Devoe is a difficult case. No surveillance, no known motive, and witnesses no longer talking. But his mother is pleading for those who saw what happened that night to come forward. Our Katie Jeffries leads our Unsolved series, focusing on local cold cases. She has more tonight.
Gabriel Devoe was on the cusp of a bright future. He was going into his last semester in college when he came home for a short visit. But his life was taken in an Arlington parking lot, leaving his family shattered. Detectives say people know what happened, and those who spoke to them in the beginning have gone silent.
Where do I start?
Rose Devoe lights up when she talks about her son, Gabriel.
I would hear the door open and I would run down the stairs and I would say, "There's my brand new baby boy." And he would bear hug me, pick me up, twist me around, and he'd say, "Hey, pretty lady. Hey, Mom."
Before he was a college student who could pick her up off her feet, he was her little boy. She calls Gabriel her miracle baby because at 10 weeks pregnant, she was told by doctors there was no heartbeat and given medication to end the pregnancy. But 2 weeks later at a checkup, Gabriel was still there, heartbeat and all. He grew into a little boy who loved Winnie the Pooh.
So needless to say, when he was old enough, our first trip was to Disney to have breakfast with Tigger.
And then a young man who was a standout football player at Paxson.
He would smile and the entire room would just start laughing because he brought in such positive energy and such love.
Then to Valdosta State, getting his degree in healthcare administration, a future of opportunity ahead of him. Then came November 2nd, 2022. A semester out from graduation, Gabriel came home to visit his parents. Rose says he told her he was going to a park to meet someone and would be back. He gave her a kiss on the cheek and walked out the door.
And the view that I saw the next time I saw my son, no mother should have to see.
Was it at the morgue at the hospital?
It was at the hospital.
At 23 years old, Gabriel Devoe was dead.
To this day, we have very limited information as to what really occurred.
Detective Travis Oliver with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office walked us back through the case.
So here we have the victim's car.
He says just before 7 p.m. that night, Gabriel arrived at the Carolina Arms apartment complex on Justina Road, parking not in a space, but in the middle of the lot, leaving the car on.
So this is an indicator to us that I'm jumping out of the car, meeting someone in the parking lot, and then attempting to go back to my car.
Shell casings indicate the shooter was back near this tree in the parking lot. Gabriel was shot multiple times as he was going back towards his car. Witnesses recalled seeing vehicles scatter.
The problem that the detectives have had is, are those cars leaving because they're suspects, or they're leaving because they're shooting in the complex?
No robbery, no surveillance. And Detective Oliver says those who initially spoke with police have gone silent.
There was at least one person that the police were dealing with that was providing information, and at some point they just went cold turkey. They was afraid of retaliation, but we know that there's more than one witness.
He says they have identified some persons of interest and have programs in place to help protect witnesses that come forward. And this case will come down to those witnesses.
Come forward and tell us what you know so that your information could connect to one of the cars that's leaving and give us the missing piece of the puzzle that we need.
Rose Devoe says in the days after Gabriel's murder, the grief felt so crushing she couldn't move.
But I vowed when I got up that I wouldn't stop my fight for justice for my son.
And is pleading for someone to come forward. Her message now is to other mothers who may know something.
Look at your child. And when you look at your child, think about mine. My son had a right to live. So if you know something, if you're a mother, a grandmother, and you know how much you love your child, I love mine too.
If you know anything about the murder of Gabriel Devoe, contact Crime Stoppers and you can remain anonymous. If you're worried about retribution, contact the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and tell them that. And detectives can work with you on a plan to keep you safe and get the information to solve this crime. Katie Jeffries, along with photographer Cole Echeverria, First Coast News, on your side.